Good morning, beautiful souls. It's me, Christy, with Abundant Healing and Wellness, and I'm here for another Conversations with Christy. And as you can hear, I'm down by the river. It's a beautiful morning. It's a little chilly, but it's beautiful. I'm going to set you down here. Hopefully you'll stay. There we go. I've got you resting on my backpack. So I just thought I would pop in here. Yeah, I'm looking pretty tired today. So I haven't decided to brush my hair yet today. I got up, I rolled out, I made my fire. I'm exhausted from all this channeling. So that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about. I wanted to talk to you guys about spirituality and the spiritual path. So it occurred to me the other day when I was watching a video that some people might think taking this spiritual path is an easy one. And I just wanted to let you guys know what it's really like, because it's not easy. It sounds very light and fluffy, and it looks like I do a lot of wandering around and connecting with the trees and playing, right? That is what I do. However, internally, that's not what I do. Internally, I look at every dark, demon, shadow, egotistical, narcissistic behavior that I've ever had. As each step goes by, deeper and deeper, right? So that I can become a clear channel, so that I can receive information from the universe, so that I can be a teacher. And it's actually really painful when you go on this spiritual journey, because you have to be real with yourself. Just when you think you understand something, you get a sense of awareness and you're like, oh my gosh, I understand it from a different perspective. And then you're like, holy crikey, that was messed up. So you're constantly, forever checking in with yourself to see if you are the one that's being selfish or narcissistic or incorrect with your thought process, or if you're projecting onto others. And then not only are you looking at your own situation, you're looking at the other person's situation and trying to understand at what level that they are at and where maybe you could potentially communicate better. It's like a never ending cycle. And it's exhausting at times. Like right now, with this energy going the way that it is, I mentioned this in my other video. Not only are we doing our own stuff, but we're also holding space, okay? We're all a giant container in a vessel, but we're holding space and we're helping transmute the collective shadow, okay? So that means dealing with deep inner traumas and things like that, and sending love to these things. So at the same time, you're irritated inside and you're trying to figure out whether you're right, wrong, or what to do next. You're also trying to transmute negative energies and stay love and light. That's not easy. I don't care how you wrap it up and deliver it. It's not easy to be love and light, and be grounded all the time. Sometimes you just want to kick a rock. Like, seriously, sometimes you just want to kick a rock. So I just wanted to let you guys know. That's why I felt like it didn't matter how my hair looked this morning, because I thought maybe you should see what it really looks like. Like, also, too, when people poo on you, you actually sit back and you go, okay, what was my part in that situation? It's just forever. It's exhausting, and you're doing this. I'm doing this so that I can walk my spiritual path and be a teacher, but also because I understand that this is an ascension process, and Source, if you ask for things, like I did ask for the spiritual path, so Source is giving me the things that I personally need to develop these qualities and skills, right? Like, this is actually a wish fulfillment too. It doesn't look like it. However, this ruggedness and this stuff that I'm going through, that is it's not bad, but it's starting to get a little bit, you know, um, a Survivor. I always wanted to be on Survivor. And so not only am I experiencing this as spiritual awakening, at the same time I have to be grateful because I'm kind of living my own Survivor, aren't I? So as I go through this spiritual awakening and I'm getting raked through the coals emotionally and purging and vomiting everything dark, I'm also living a wish fulfillment, which is my own personal little survivor. So there's kind of a weird thing. So life is pretty much like a conundrum within a conundrum within a conundrum. Very much like chess, the game of chess, too. So I just wanted to get raw and real with you about what the spiritual path is really like. And also, here's one more thing, actually. This is very curious. This just came to my mind. So, as we're going through these awakenings and we're connecting with our soulmates and our twin flames and whatnots, there's the runner and there's the one that doesn't run. And the funny thing is if you're aware of all of this, you realize that you actually have to let go, even though you don't want to. And so you have to make yourself. And so the amount of discipline and self control that is involved in a spiritual path is astronomical. I mean, I've been in training for this obviously my whole life because I've always challenged myself, like in the kitchen at Oregon State University. Obviously, I thought I was done, but I'm still babbling. So here we go. At Oregon State University, for a year, I did cold side, and that meant that we were prepping all the ingredients for the 7 restaurants there in the dining hall. So their mise en place, their kits would be ready. And, we're chopping like 40 pounds of onions a day. And so I remember I started off by doing like, I think it was 15 pounds of julienne onions. And it took me initially, I want to say about 20 minutes to julienne 15 pounds of onions. And then I thought to myself, because you're standing there in front of a cutting board all day, you got to make some excitement for yourself. So then I was like, every day I'd push myself. Okay, so I did 15 minutes yesterday. Let's see if I can do 14:30 today. And by the time I left, I was able to do 15 pounds of red onions in 9 minutes. So I've been in training for this my whole life. These things are just challenges. But the self control and discipline, like when I started this 2 years ago, I wrote myself a plan. I studied the Shaolin monks, what they ate, what they did, and I wrote my own plan. So I would live a life like a monk. Like, people don't do that. So you have to understand that taking this spiritual path is not easy. And when we do make these things, like making my monk mode thing that I did, if I falter, I have to hold myself accountable, don't I? There's another awareness. This is extremely uncomfortable, right? Owning your own garbage, your own shit. So, all right, I think that seems appropriate. We're at 8 minutes and 4 seconds, and I think that's enough of my babbling. As you see, it also, with sleep deprivation, makes you a little bit loopy. So I'm sending you love and light out here in the forest in Hell's Canyon, talking about spirituality and what it's really like. So I love you guys. As it is above is below, as it is within is without. Namaste.